Hello, my name is Dr. Richard Gendler, and I am an instructor of business law here at Florida Atlantic University, and I am also the Business Law and Ethics Coordinator here at the Florida Atlantic University College of Business. Welcome to Business Law. So I have 3 law degrees. I have my first professional doctorate of law, I have a research master's of law, and I have a PhD in law. I've taught law in many different formats, as I've said, but to many different types of students as well. I teach here at FAU. I've taught here for almost 5 years, undergraduates and master's students as well. I've taught law at the law school level, at the research master's of law, and at the PhD level as well. In terms of business law, what do we cover during business law? Business law is a very practical course. Many students have told me this may very well be the most practical course they've taken at FAU because law touches every aspect of our lives, both personal and in business. Law provides the stability that we need in order to conduct our affairs, our daily affairs. Think about what it would be like driving down the street if there were no traffic laws. Think about in business how eager a creditor would be to loan money if there was no recourse if the borrower would default. So we need law. So what do we teach in class? Well, first of all, we start off talking about what is law. Then we discuss the makeup of the United States legal system. We discuss the difference between state and federal courts. We discuss the hierarchy of courts. We discuss the hierarchy of law. Then we move on and we discuss ethics. What are ethics? There are inherent values, right? What's inherently right or wrong. We talk about the different schools of ethics. Then we discuss constitutional law. Right? We all know that we have certain inherent rights, the Bill of Rights, our freedom of speech, our freedom of assembly, the right to bear arms, the right to remain silent. But have you ever thought about whether or not corporations have these rights? Very interesting question, right? You'll have to take my course to find out. Next thing we discuss criminal law. We discuss, what is a crime? And think about this. We discuss the difference between felonies and misdemeanors and so forth, but can a corporation be guilty of a crime? And if so, do we put corporations in jail? Once again, you'll have to take the course to find out. The next thing we discuss are the difference between civil law and criminal law, and how civil law, for the most part, is broken down into torts and breach of contracts. And torts are when you don't have a pre-existing agreement, and someone causes damage to either yourself, your body, or to your property. And then we discuss breach of contracts. When you have a pre-existing agreement, and when is that agreement enforceable? When is it not enforceable? When is a third party that's not an original party to the agreement have a right to enforce those contracts? Can you see how all of this is important in business? I'm hoping you can start to see the applicability of law to business. And that's just a small taste. For any additional questions you have regarding the lecture capture format or business law generally, please reach out to your college advisor. Once you are registered for the course, you can also contact me with any questions, comments, or concerns. I look forward to having you in my class.